Hello guys, welcome back to Dear Dev. I've had friends and acquaintances tell me many times that I would love to program. I just don't know maths like you. And I'm like, I don't know maths. So right now I'm here to talk about the fact that tech is not equal to maths. You don't have to know maths to code. No, coding does not involve calculus or trigonometry or mensuration. What other things do we know about mathematics? No. That's not what coding is about. It's more of logic and clear instructions. You want to teach your child to cook, and then you say, babe, get out a pot, clean the pot, light the stove, put the pot on the stove. Excuse me, what part of that requires mathematics? No, it's not maths. You are basically just giving it instructions to follow. So you write, I want to get the phone number of somebody from a phone book. Go to the page. If the person's phone name starts with A, go to the page where A is listed and search through. You are basically giving instructions. So there are many programming languages that are used in coding, but they are basically doing the same thing, giving program instructions to follow. I must warn you though that programming requires resilience. You are using programming languages to send instructions to the program to follow. Each programming language has its own uniqueness. So you need to follow the instructions on how to write the language, but other than that, you are just sending in program instructions to follow. So, in the course of writing these languages, you might make mistakes. When somebody reads a letter from you without the right punctuation in the right place, people will most likely misunderstand what you are saying. Here's an example. Woman, without her, man is useless. Woman without a man is useless. Look at the role that punctuations play. In the same vein, if you miss the punctuation in the programming language of choice, there is going to be noise. So that's the same thing. You need to follow the punctuation, follow the rules of the language you are using. Now, as I mentioned, it requires resilience. So in the scenarios where you forget to put question marks or commas or apostrophe in quotes, I'm referring to the languages. They have their own punctuations that you're supposed to follow. The language is going to scream and say, no, that's not going to work. So now, when you're writing a letter, you don't get a feedback, even though you're writing nonsense. But with these programs, they are going to complain, I don't understand what you just said. What do you want me to do? Is it woman without a man or woman without her? We don't know. So the program reacts immediately. When it reacts, you just need to take a deep breath and look for where you've made a mistake. The fact that you made a mistake does not mean that you're not cut out for coding. That's not what makes it maths. Just look for where you have made a mistake and fix it. If you can't find it, ask friends, ask communities. But coding is not maths. It requires you to be curious. You have to start thinking of ways to make things better. And I know that we can do that. You also need to have a desire to improve things. So there is a way things work, pages sit there and somebody thought, oh, let's bring about JavaScript to make the pages look more alive. People are thinking of improvements. So if you can think of improvements and you are curious and you are resilient, you don't need maths. Then you also need to be interested in continuous learning. Come to front end and look at the plethora of libraries that are coming up every day and frameworks. You need to keep studying to be up to date to all those things. So I'm telling you once again that coding is not mathematics, but it requires you to be resilient, curious, have a desire to improve, and be willing to learn new things. So friends, if you are interested in coding and your concern is maths, then don't worry. Just seek out mentors. I'm serious, everybody needs a mentor. Seek mentors. Seek people that have gone ahead of you and ask questions. If somebody is not available, person is busy or is disinterested, seek someone else, ask questions. Look for communities that are already handling it. Like you have maybe JavaScript communities or Python communities. We have PyLadies. We have She Bites Back. There are many communities available that you can ask questions about coding. So I will say that if you want to start coding, I'm assuming you possibly picked a programming language that involve curly brackets and then they begin to feel scary. Leave it alone. Pick another language that does not involve curly brackets. Python. Python looks more like you're speaking English. Use Python. Then when you're comfortable with that, you can go into a language that has curly brackets. Also, you want to go into coding. Don't just jump into it and start one massive project that you don't even know how you're going to start or end. Start with playful projects. Somebody wants to marry somebody, the person does not just come and say, I'm marrying you. Many times there is a process of wooing, and go get ice cream, go get dinner, go get drinks before we go to something serious like living together forever. So in the same vein, don't start with one serious project. Do something small like guess a number, write me a random note, give me a reminder, pop-ups, do something small, enjoy it, have fun before you go into something serious. To allay yourself of the fear that comes with all the black screen, because that's another thing that scares people. The fact that they just see black screen. It's just text written on a black notebook. That is all. The fact that the color changes does not make it become mathematics. Inspire yourself looking at things that people are doing. Look into the pages with waves that react to your cursor. Imagine scenarios where you seek a page while sitting in Ghana, while the page is coming from Germany. Imagine that and get inspiration from it. All these things can inspire you and help you overcome your fear of tech and coding. Dive into it, jump into it and see that it's not mathematics. It's just instructions that you're giving to your program to follow. So if you can explain to your baby, if you can explain to a student, if you can explain to a friend, step by step, how to do something, then you should be able to explain to the program how to do it, just following the rules of the program and their punctuations. So if you are thinking that coding is for math geniuses, think again. I am no math genius. Coding is about problem solving. You're just trying to solve problems. You are telling the program to solve a problem by giving instructions to follow to solve that problem. It does not involve complicated equations, just problem solving. So if you can explain to a child, you can learn to code. Start with what inspires you in tech. Don't dive in. Start with your toes and swim all the way through. You need to be curious. You need to be persistent. You need to be resilient. And you need to keep studying. If you don't want to study, then you don't need to bother about coding. But if you are okay with studying, then come in. If you are ready to start your coding journey, please share your thoughts and drop your questions in the comment section below. Like, follow, share, subscribe if you want to see more of these videos, and let us trash the myth. I'll see you some other time. Bye-bye.